Hi everyone, this is the Spegmeister, and welcome back to my Halo Wars Legendary walkthrough. On this episode, I will be covering Mission 8, Anders Signal, and this is not going to be quite as difficult of a level compared to the previous two missions that we've completed. So I'll show you how to get all the collectibles and complete this mission within part-time and earn gold. So let's begin.
Hey, how about one for the scrapbook, Professor?
If you don't mind, Sergeant, I'm trying to document this area for study.
Come with me.
Why don't we put the lady down and talk about this man to freak?
As you wish.
Anders, get out of here!
I'll come quietly if you let him live.
Sir. I'm okay. Spirit of Fire, this is Forge. I lost Anders.
What happened?
Some massive elite came out of nowhere.
Captain, I'm tracking her transponder. It's heading away from the planet.
Damn it.
Sergeant, get up here on the double.
Already en route, sir. We're all accounted for. Why haven't we left yet?
Why aren't you in the med bay, Sergeant?
The Professor's signal has gone to light speed, headed for the border.
That puts it outside weapon range.
What? We have to go after her.
Sir, I can only track that transponder a few more seconds.
Captain!
Sir, Anders represents a significant security breach.
Serena, get us underway immediately. Follow that signal.
Aye, aye, sir. So, we left a note saying we're leaving, right?
Where the hell are we, Serena?
We're in orbit around a planet in the middle of... Actually, I'm still working on that, sir.
Anders?
The Covenant vessel we pursued appears to have taken cover on the planet's surface. I have rough coordinates.
Any sign of other Covenant activity?
Not that I can detect. Although this world is giving off some pretty crazy readings.
Get Forge down there.
I believe he's already aboard a Pelican, awaiting your word.
Spirit of Fire. Elephant recon teams Echo and India are clear of hostiles and moving to potential base sites. Over.
Roger that. Sergeant Forge, you will need to clear that fire line just ahead of your location and get to your beacon. We'll follow up at that time.
Here it comes.
Sergeant, logistics are
Initial
preventing
course
reinforcements.
bombs out.
Train squads out of that elephant.
Orders.
So what I did right there was I dropped a carpet bomb to try and kill off a few Covenant units, and in doing that I can see that a Spartan Red team will come in on their Pelican and they'll flank the Covenant from behind.
Red team reporting in. Sergeant, we will flank the enemy and move to your location.
Serena, I thought you said there weren't any signs of the Covenant down here. What do you call all this?
Designation Giral Hane, aka Brutes. Responsible for the attack on Harvest.
So the nice thing that's great about having Spartan Red teams spawn in this early is that they can distract all these Covenant units and kill them off. And I really don't have to do anything as long as I choose to sit back here. But I may end up attacking eventually just to speed up the process.
Marines, good to go.
And this chopper seems to be undecided on what to do at this point.
Local units.
Right away.
It's torn between attacking me or the Spartans.
On the way.
Either way, I'll take it.
Moving. On the way. Right away. On the way. Our beacon is just up ahead. Should be easy going now.
All units.
You got it. You got it. Yes? Echo is operational. Situation normal. All is... Hold on. Something's... Movement! We've got movement all over! On the way. This is Echo! Help! Help! They breached our... Ah! Orders. Right away. Right away.
Echo signs are offline. Quite suddenly, I might add.
On the way.
Sergeant, take a team out there and find out what's happening.
So up here, you'll find the black box for this mission.
It's unpacking. Hold for... Wait. Over there. What the hell was that? Ready. You got it. Spirit, this is India. They've taken over. Get us... Ah!
India's signs are offline as well. How very ominous.
Signal flares. We must be close. Forge here. I believe teams Echo and India are compromised. Over.
Covenant? I'm not reading any brute signatures.
Not Covenant, sir. Something else. Something worse. Much uglier.
I'll get it. 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 I'll get it.
Clear up that crap around the elephant. We need to get it mobile.
I'll get it.
Orders? Yes. On the way. Standing by.
Yes. I'll get it. Got it.
So this is our first introduction to the Flood in Halo Wars,
Get it.
which is pretty nice and refreshing since we're about halfway into the campaign. We get a new unit introduced and thrown at us. Throughout this level, your biggest threats will be the Flood infection forms as well as the carrier forms. And the Flood will typically spawn in these buildings that are either flood dens or they're shaped like this, or they kind of are like a circular structure that has a bunch of smaller tentacles protruding from it.
Local units.
But you just really, to get the skull on this mission, I'm not going to destroy those buildings right away, since we'll need to kill 750 infection forms, which is kind of a grindy objective,
Local units.
but it's not a super difficult one to go after. So just be wary of the carrier forms and the infection forms. Make sure the carrier forms don't get too close to any of your units,
Local units.
even your Spartans. What I've discovered is if they get too close, even when the Spartans are at full shields, the infection form or the carrier forms can kill them off with their detonation. So they are pretty powerful, even though they have very low health.
Too easy. You got it. Too easy. Too easy. Too easy. Ready.
And then as you're clearing around the area around the elephant, just be careful not to shoot through it too many times. Because your own units can actually inflict damage on the elephant.
You're clear. Let's get you home.
Local units.
Sergeant, I'm approving your beacon for a Firebase site. Serena, prep pods for launch.
Aye, aye, sir. Location marked and pods launched. Don't do it wrong, boys.
Yes?
Neutralized.
I'll get it. I'll get it.
Orders. Deploying. Orders. Locked down.
Local units.
You got it. You got it. You got it. You got it. Too easy. Too easy.
Got it.
Local units. Station complete. Base under attack.
And what's really nice about the base that you're given
Local units.
about halfway into the mission is that it already has turrets
And scary.
pre-built on it.
These organisms are.
However, you will need to
Our database
build a
is-
reactor just to get the upgrades for it.
Really.
Too easy. You got it.
At first glance, they appear to be a species of virulent parasitic organisms that thrive by consuming other sentient life of sufficient biomass.
Serena, you ever hear the phrase too much information?
Killing targets.
Yes, on the way. Yes, ready.
Local units.
Too easy. Too easy. Too
Reactor complete.
And definitely upgrade the turrets to the flame mortar,
ready.
Local units.
since throughout this mission all we'll be facing is
Too easy. There were more of us.
ground units.
We all scattered when it hit the fan.
Turret improved. Turret improved. All units.
These flood stocks are also just new to the
Units.
campaign at this point, and they'll all contain flood infection forms. Just be careful not to stand too close to them at any point, otherwise they kind of explode just like the carrier forms and can also kill off any units if they're weak.
You got it. Waypoint received.
Supply pad complete. More resources required. All units.
Moving.
Supply pad upgraded.
Too easy.
Fortress upgrade complete.
Yes,
All units.
you got it. Too easy. You got
Enemy engagement.
it. Too easy.
Target kill.
Too easy. Too easy. Too easy. Too easy. You got it. Too easy.
Local units.
Blast them.
Local units.
On the way. On the way.
All units.
On the way.
Supply pad complete.
Too easy. Too easy. Too easy. Too easy. Too easy. Too easy.
All units. Local units.
On the way.
Keep an eye on that elephant, Sergeant. You lose that, we lose our foothold.
Supply pad upgraded. Barracks complete.
Yes. You got it.
So I'm going to keep my infantry close to the base to protect the elephants. What I like to do is keep the Marines in the previous location, since I could kill off the Covenant spawning into the area at that exact spot, and you can also kill off some of the infection forms as well.
Too easy. Too easy.
Hostile eliminated.
You got it.
New blood. Research.
Thanks for the rescue, sir. Roger that.
improved.
Moving out. Standing by. Marines reporting for duty. Healing targets. Ready to rock. You got it. Too easy. Too easy. Give us an order. Where to? You got it. Too easy.
And then the other secondary objective for this mission is to locate all these missing ODST squads. And I'll show you where the final 2 locations are for these guys.
Local units. RPG research.
So as the Spartans are continuing to attack, I'm checking on my base just to make sure that the turrets and units are holding up pretty well. I generally just leave them on the right hand side of the base.
Waiting for orders. Marines on the ground, sir. Too easy. Too easy.
That way I can leave the front of the base to the turrets, and they can do a pretty good job even though they're not upgraded to large turrets.
You got it. Too easy. Thank God you found us. We thought we were goners for sure. Ready. You got it. Ready. Got it. Got it. Where to? Ready. Marines reporting for duty. Standing by. Moving. Waiting for orders. Moving. Ready to rock. Marines ready, sir. Marines. Hoorah! You got it. Marines on the ground, sir. Marines reporting for duty.
Reactor complete.
Standing by.
Base under attack. Gunner research.
Standing by. Moving. Finally. Healing targets. Standing by.
I'll get it. I'll get it.
And then this is the final location for the
Got it.
missing ODST units.
Got it.
One of them bit me and ran off. Is that bad?
I'll get it.
Something's wrong. I feel funny.
Twin engine research.
Too easy.
Medic research.
And you'll discover one of these ODST units was actually
Local units.
actually turns infected on you, and there's nothing you can really do to save them, unfortunately.
Warthog, good to go.
All units.
Moving out. Got it. Marines ready, sir. Moving out. Got it. Marines, hoorah! On the ground. Marines, good to go.
Local units.
Moving out.
Field armory complete.
Marines ready, sir. Marines, hoorah! In my sight. Bombing run aborted. Got it. Got it. Marines reporting for duty. Standing by.
Yes.
Ready. Got it. Got it.
All units.
And then the skull will, if you go back to where we went and rescued the first elephant, you'll find the skull is in the nearby vicinity. And I'll show you the exact location where we will need to go pick it up. So if you go back here, follow this cliffside, the skull will be located right in that area.
Standing by.
Local units.
Too easy. You got it. You got it.
And we are closing in on those infection forms.
Too easy.
Less than 75 to go.
Adrenaline research.
We should get those pretty handily.
You got it. Too easy.
engagement.
Too easy. You got it. Too easy.
Local units.
Moving.
Yes. Got it.
Here it comes. Initial coordinate bombs away.
Local units.
Too easy.
And now I'm gonna go ahead and clear out this final elephant.
Too easy. You got it.
Turret upgraded.
Too easy.
At this point, I feel really confident that I'll get the final infection forms for the end of the mission.
Too easy. Too easy. Too easy. You got it.
And that'll do it for the skull.
Standing by.
And it'll spawn right there by the war dog. And we got that. Now we can finish the mission.
Too easy. Too easy. Too easy. Too easy. Too easy. Too easy. You got it. Too easy.
Enemy down.
Too easy. Too easy. Too easy. Too easy.
Carpet bomb. Improved.
Too easy. Too easy. Too easy.
Enemy engagement.
Hostiles clear. Let's move. It's getting darker out here.
We need those units intact. Bring all elephants back to base, Sergeant.
Right away. Right away.
And now we just gotta bring this last elephant back home.
Units.
Too easy. All right, let's get everyone back to the base. Move. Move. Move.
All units.
Moving out.
All units.
Got it.
Base under attack. Local units. Local units.
Moving.
Enemy engagement.
Yeah, I'll throw some upgrades even though I won't get them completed at this point.
Units.
Yes, sir. Moving out. Moving out.
Yes.
All elephants are home. Hold for new orders.
And we got him.
Spirit, any closer on that transponder location?
I'm still trying to confirm Professor Anders' coordinates. A washed pot and all that.
And I got a really nice score for this mission. Just about got this to 18 minutes. Could have done a little bit faster, but I'm still really satisfied with the results nonetheless. And I'll take that achievement for that matter as well. I was assuming I had gotten an achievement for training Marines out of the elephant, but I knew I wasn't anywhere close to getting that. So, yeah. This is not too bad of a mission. You can get this well under 20 minutes if you manage your units properly and you are able to focus on those infection forms pretty early on. But yeah, hopefully you guys found this guide to be really useful in your endeavor through Halo Wars. If you are looking to jump into the campaign or revisit the campaign, and hopefully I'll see you guys in the next episode. Thank you for joining in.